Welcome back to Marvel Puzzle Quest with me, PiMacleod. We're here on day 4,481. Yeah, not much to say about that. Let's move forward. We're doing the Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. for Lin Lee, not the Sword Master, but, you know, the Kung Fu guy. No, Iron Fist, Lin Lee. He's been through a bunch already. We did 10 nodes with him, but he's got the final 5 all ready to go. Obviously, one of them in particular is the one we're really all looking for, right? Mordo, Thing, Star-Lord, but we gotta work through them to get there. So join me on a journey as we venture forth. Here we go. This dude right here. Now the first 2 nodes we know are very Thanosable. I will continue to use such words. What's up, Matt? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. I haven't forgot either, Matt. I have not forgot. Just letting you know. I'm just waiting for something worth it. Does that make sense? I think it does, right? Unless you see something that you want to entice me with. I didn't see anything worth it yet. Call me wrong, but I'm ready to go when it's ready. Anyways. Boop-a-doop. That's between me and Matt, everyone. No. Go, go, Thanos loners. That's right. I could put Galactus in there for no good reason, but what's the point? I mean, I guess maybe to give him some love for a second? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go. How about you? We'll just clock you up right there. Imagine you're Wilson Fisk and you're just going about your Kingpin-y duties for the day, doing your Kingpin-y things. And then all of a sudden, Galactus just reaches down and just flicks your head off. That's what just happened. Just, hi. Next. I mean, we could do this to Medusa while we're at it. Might as well. She had it coming. I mean, these nodes are nothing to talk about. Come on. We all know this. Let's see. Can we just take care of Logan in one swipe? Boop. Yep. Okay, get them out of here. Let's get to the fun stuff. Click, 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 click. Here we go. The first one that means anything. We do this one au naturel. We do this one with 4 stars and under only because this node only has 4 stars on it. And quite frankly, if you're kind of an up-and-coming roster, you could probably get through this if you have some 4-star characters under your belt. I can't guarantee much else like beyond this, but it is a rough node if you don't have a lot going on. So we like to go through it and play with different ideas, different characters, and just, you know, play around. We have Peggy, Deadpool, and Agent Venom. It's a pretty rough team because they kind of guard each other really well. Peggy sits there with her yellow stating that, hey, all of your abilities are now going to cost 4 AP more as long as I have 30% or more. 30% or more of my max health remaining. So that sucks. Deadpool is also sitting there with his black passive stating that, hey, if any one of my buddies are less health than me and you smack them for 1,600 or more damage, and that's at this level, by the way, then he makes a 1-turn countdown, which does like 3,300 damage. It's kind of sucky. So in other words, you kind of have to focus on Deadpool just to get him out of there, so then you can focus on Peggy. What does Agent Venom do? He's got a passive dealing with like having too much AP and doing some passive destruction and stuff, but like it takes a long time to get there. It's not worth talking about, quite frankly. What is worth talking about in Agent Venom is he's got a 5 black cheap nuke. It's pretty good for its cost. And then he's got a yellow that makes his whole team invisible. And yes, while his whole team's invisible, Peggy and Deadpool are still doing their annoying stuff. So because his is situational though, Deadpool first, then Peggy, then Venom. Get him out. Let's go. What's up, man? All I know is hopefully we'll be able to done on Saturday of this boss battle. I'm hoarding early Royal Rumble watch. Oh, Royal Rumble watch party. That's awesome. That's pretty cool. I will admit right here openly that as much fun as I have with bosses, I'm also out of town this weekend, because why wouldn't I be on the first boss we had in a while? But I'm still going to do it. I'm just going to have to make time. It's okay. I'll get it in, and then, Sunday or Monday or whatever, we'll run the puzzle gauntlets like we do. All right. I'm not going to start an ad now. Let's snooze that. We got to play with this setup here. Jeez. Get out of here, ad. Oh, you're hosting it? Nice, man. Okay. We got Karnak, we got Iron Fist. I had an idea of who I wanted to use. We talk about the fact that Iron Fist makes projectiles passively. Unlike Magic or Red Guardian, he doesn't have to cast anything. He passively makes them by matching yellows. As long as anyone on your team matches a yellow, he makes three projectiles. Just because you matched a yellow. That's pretty good. We were abusing that in small portions before, but I thought, well, why don't we just go bigger? Someone more recent. And of course, I can't search my roster in this mode, so let's just pull up the colors as we know it. I know this one to be a 4-star that's yellow, red, and purple. Just scrolling through the roster, waiting to see the roster. There you are. Captain Britain. Why? Well, let's take a look. Leader of Excalibur. I want to use this one. 8 purple, huh? Improve friendly projectiles by 374 at my levels case. I don't have a ton of levels on her, but, she's newer. Whatever. For every member of Excalibur on your team. I don't think the other ones are Excalibur. I didn't look into that. We could check, but then deal damage equal to the strength of friendly projectiles to the enemy team. That's pretty cool. Now, of course, it's going to cost more to fire because Peggy's out there, but team damage at such a level, pretty decent, I'd think. I mean, especially since we're making passive projectiles with our new Iron Fist. Anyways, friendly projectiles also gain 100% bonus strength while Captain Britain is in front. Now, I'm not saying that she's going to stay in front, but we can try. Bear the Mantle helps keep her in front because her passive says for every 5 AP you have amongst her strongest colors, you increase your base match damage by a certain amount. I didn't put it up so high because I want to use the new Iron Fist's red. I want to make his red the one of the centerpieces, right? It is a good red of hers, but this is about Iron Fist. And then finally, there's Otherworld Protector. So at the start of the turn, she creates a big old red projectile up to the number of mutants on the team. Yeah, we only have the one, but still, we're going to get an extra projectile. That's going to help feed the other stuff. All that being said, if we cast her yellow, which is only 5/9 if Peggy's still doing her stuff, we can end up doing a bunch of just counterattack damage, basically, by taking hits while the raised shield is up. There's some good play here, some good counterplay. So anyways, I want to see how this works. I'm not saying it's going to be great. Karnak might end up killing everybody again as he does. Karnak's going to Karnak. But we're trying to see if we could take advantage of Iron Fist, our new Iron Fist, and Captain Britain. Okay? Let's give it a shot. Rumble is early because of Saudi show. Gotcha. Oh, I mean, that makes sense. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Find the flaw. The flaw is your plan. Let's start with Deadpool. Like we said, Deadpool first, then Peggy, then Agent Venom. And I see a nice juicy yellow right there. So like, we do this. Let's just start ramping up. Look at that, we're already taking like no damage. That's awesome. How much defense do we have right now? 1,095. That's not a ton in the grand scheme of things, but it's, it's a start. Got to start somewhere. So, do I take the red or I take both, red and purple? There we go. We got to build up more red, yellow, and purple for Captain Britain to take the lead and really get some extra increased on our projectiles, so when she does get her purple off, that all happens. Bang bang. What's up, Mark? Good to see you. Thanks for joining me on the YouTube side. Awesome. Ooh, do I take the match 4 of blue? Or do I take the... I want the red. We said we wanted Captain Britain colors. Let's go. Uh-oh. You see now Karnak's here. Karnak's like, nope, I'm going to take control. I'm taking the wheel right now. What is, see, Iron Fist. That's pretty good. I mean, it's 9. It's not his normal 5 cost, but still. That's not bad at all. I know he's boosted, but... No. We're going to try to run with this. We're going to make this work, right? Yes? Maybe? Let's go... Ooh. I could make it a purple. I said I wanted the purples, right? Ooh, let's do that. Green into... There's the purple... Oh, then you get a match 4 of green. That's what I get for being greedy, I guess. Take the red? Probably. I need more yellow. They're being really shy about the yellow. So we've gotten a decent amount of purple, some red. Ooh, yellow. Gimme. More protects. Yes. I don't need to see your stomp. Get out of here. Has her damage gone up a good amount? It's, you know, it's decent-ish, but it's not Karnak. We got to get her a few more colors to get her over that hump, you know? Let's start with this red right up here. That'll give her some more. Uh-oh. Do as Peggy says is not fun. That's a lot of damage on each CD. 2,170, but our protects are up to 1,503, so we could be able to just tank it. Like, it's not going to hurt too much. I kind of want... Let me get that purple here. We'll wait for her to wake up. She'll wake up and it'll be fine. We're just building up the APs. Why are we stomp? Oh, the countdown from Stomp. I was wondering why that was going off again. Okay. I know she... I know Iron Fist is stunned, so matching the yellow isn't going to get me the protects, right? But if I match it, it'll bring me up to 10 yellow, and then Captain Britain will have more reason to go to the front to make the protects stronger. But then, you know, I'm missing out on potential. No, I can't leave the yellow there because Age of Venom and Peggy might match it just because they're being spiteful. So no, I have to. Oh, he still makes it. He doesn't care about being stunned. Have you guys seen that though? Like in PvPs or whatnot? Like the new Iron Fist has his PvP, and obviously he's the weak link in everybody's team right now because no one's got him built up. So when he falls, you still match yellows and you still get the projectiles, even though that's not supposed to happen. We all know this. Unless he's got like an ability set in there that states even when downed you get the projectiles. It doesn't say that though. It's kind of not in theme. Let's get a match 5. I just saw this right here. Doop. There we go. What are we at protect wise? 1775. We can just get a couple more. Well, she's got to be in front to make that work, right? I have an idea. Let's match this on Peggy. She's in front right now. So the strength of all the projectiles we have, right? So I could just do this purple right now, right? If it's 100% bonus strength while she's in front, I mean, it's not saying the number right here, but it's 2,100 right now, so it should be like 4,200, 4,300-ish. And it's going to do that as team damage. That would kill Deadpool, and I'd be working on the other ones. Obviously, this could be a lot better damage if I get some way to amp it up. I don't think there is a way on these characters. I kind of wanted a little more out of it, to be quite honest. It's all about this Otherworld Protector, isn't it? Okay, let's start off with... Does do anything to start. It just makes the countdown. Nope, doesn't do anything else. Okay, so let's cast that. Hold up. Did I miss a number somewhere in there? We saw it was 2100 protect value, right? And it said it was going to do that much team. Oh, no, wait. It increased the value of every projectile by 300 and something, right? Yeah, by almost like 400. And we had a lot of protects out there. So if we gained, let's just, I don't have a number on me right now. If you want to rewind back and go see it, go for it. But, so let's just say we had like 10 projectiles out there. That means about 4,000 worth of projectile added on top of my 2,200 I already had. So then that got doubled because of Captain Britain being in front. Still, it's not enough damage to do everything we did, but there's probably some math in there. Wow, that just happened. I wish I could just like redo that somehow and look at the math again. Something seems a little off, but I'm not going to argue with it. It worked. I'd do it again. Man, I'm missing some of the math in there somewhere. Something happened. Oh well. Okay, let's do something else. We're working on projectiles again because of X23 and her hexagon ability on yellow. We're not going to use Captain Britain this time. Let's see if we can do other help. I'm thinking we could just put in someone like Golden Oldie. She produces yellows all the time. We could put in we could rely on these two alone and put in someone like 4-star Elsa, because 4-star Elsa will take black tiles that are out there and turn them into yellows, and that could generally be a thing. That would help them out. I don't know. That's kind of loose though. That's too loose of a strategy, I think. Let's see. Anything else with projectile fun? I don't think some of these most recent 5s that we've had don't really play with projectiles that much. At least the ones that I had up there. And I don't think 5-star Elsa is worth even talking about for this one. I don't see her having any sort of anything to do in this fight. Kamala is not bad. She creates a lot of protects, but what's that really doing for us? I mean, Lin Lee's over there wanting to match yellows, but like that's to make protects. Kamala's making protects with her yellow. She would just supply the whole idea of like if we match our own special tiles, that we do extra damage on the side. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just all she would really add to the equation. No one else over there. Phyla ain't doing much. Namor ain't doing anything with that. Kane likes reds. Oh, hey, what's up, John? Cannot believe I'm at the supermarket for the stream. You at the supermarket for the stream? Nice, dude. Pick me up some sody pops. Okay, man. Nice. That's awesome. Ooh, Apocalypse loves projectiles. Apocalypse wants to destroy projectiles to do some massive damage with that black. We'd also have a good use of the yellow too, using the shared strength to boost everything we got going on. That might be the way to go. If I do that, what if I raise up the Forged in Fire? It's not the biggest increase in the world, but it is something. Like, what if I just lower Survival of the Fittest? Because I'm going to use Iron Fists for that, right? That could be a fun little project. Like, let's do that. Not exactly the thing I expected to do with this, but this could work. Anyone else come to mind here? I think it's a cool use of projectiles, though. I don't have to like wait on projectiles getting made. As long as I have the black out there, I could throw it out there as long as I've matched a few yellows. It just basically is not going to rely on the repeaters to be out there. Of course, I want them out there for the damage boost, but you get the point. Anyone else? No? No? None of you. None ya. Rescues in there, but no. That's kind of a no. It's not like, I mean, she just does the healing, which is kind of cool, but I mean, minimally cool, right? Right. Talk myself through it. No one there. No one there. Nope. Trying to find a cool projectile person for this, but I don't see it happening. Okay, we're out of the fives. Let's stick with this. Let's do it. We'll no supports. See how this runs just as is. Okay. Ready, steady, go. This is going to be tough. It always is. Thing packs a wallop. Don't let him get the red and green. I have to make sure I take... If he gets enough red and green, his red is like 60k damage plus with a 2-turn stun. His green is like even harder hitting, but it costs more. I can't cast any powers unless I'm ready to cast powers, because Star-Lord's going to whine and complain by making a 2-turn countdown. And that'll reduce the cost for his team's abilities by 2 for red, blue, green, and yellow abilities for like 2 turns. And and those countdowns also generate 2 random AP when they expire. Mordo doesn't do anything passively fun, but he's just got really hard hitting abilities, especially his blue. His blue will just, I don't want to say it insta kills you, but it might as well. It just does a ton of damage. Oh yeah, Thing says, by the way, if you touch any one of his friends for like 16,000 or more damage while they are lower health than him, then he's going to jump up and make 3 really beefy projectiles. Very annoying. So you work on Star-Lord unless you're going to hit for 16k or more, and then you jump to Thing and make sure you work him over. Alright. Let's do some match-ins. Get those yellows out there. We need to start this rolling. My prediction is that I'm going to fail this miserably with this team because it's going to take too much to ramp up. I hate to say it. I'm trying not to be a Debbie Downer about it, but like I feel like that's kind of what's in the air. I want the yellows and I want the reds. Conundrums. Oh, that blue is right there though, and that would give them 5 blue on top of the 3 they already have. I kind of have to take care of that, don't I? That's okay. It's got some black in the mix, so, and that gives them the purple. Ugh. Not cool. What if we went... There's that black green down there, which I don't really need the green. Well, I could use the green for X23. I think it's more about the red and yellow up there, isn't it? I need to get his, meaning Apocalypse's yellow, up and running, right? And I can't match that yellow without giving them 4 red. Which, well, 5 if you count what the tiles it's going through. So I can't do that. I kind of have to do... I have to like disarm it somehow. Maybe just take the green black then. Yeah, that's probably the better way to go. Gotta be careful with these matches, because give them too much AP in a color and it's game over. How much is one of these worth at this point? Just 384? That's it? That's all you packing over there? You'd think a boosted, like almost like God boosted Iron Fist would do a little more. Come on, man. What's that, Mark? Whenever I have to face Thing, I always stun him. Yeah, stunning would be a good way to go with him. I'm not necessarily trying to run the same build every time, but you know that. Do I take the red? I think I have to take the red. If I take that red, that leaves him a 4. I'll take this red. That was nice. There we go. Now I can take a match 5. Now we're dealing with 5 stars, doing 5-star damage. Let's go to Thing for this one, because I don't know how much that was going to do. We've almost got the yellow up, but there's that blue sitting right there, so we can't give that to him. Let's go back to Star-Lord and just smack that right there. We are very close to starting to cast things and go crazy. And by crazy, I mean just casting things. There's nothing crazy about casting. We just need to do it. I have no reason to take that team up into black, into blue, but at the same time, it sounds like a fun idea. Sure. I guess that's what we're doing. I kind of almost want to cast Apocalypse yellow, but it's not worth it yet. And give him a purple. See, now I have to start casting because Mordo's going to cast his purple. It's going to punish me for whatever my highest color AP value is, so I got to start unloading AP. Which is going to give their Star-Lord a lot of stuff, but it is what it is. So let's put it over here because it's going to hurt, and let's make sure Thing is the one that feels that pain. Shared Strength. Now, which red is going to give me more? Probably this one, right? I mean, well, I don't know. Hold up. 4 turns Scarlet Storm countdown while it's on the board. 110% increased damage. We wanted to do his, though. Wow. See, now that's pretty cool. We're going to have the Shared Strength on top of that. 7,210 damage. 1 plus a number of times equals a number of times Divine Heritage has been activated, which is basically just matching yellows. Do I just do that now? I feel like we do it now. Because what's Apocalypse's red going to do? 4,579, but boosted with the strength thing. It's going to be not as impressive as this. Although I could cast it twice with the amount of AP I have, but meh. Let's go. 31,000. That's it. Weak. Okay. Let's destroy this. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I think we need to hit this again. Then what? What else can I do? One of these things. It destroys like a bunch of random tiles on the screen. Does a little bit of damage. Big whoop. So let's do it though. Maybe we'll get something cool out of it. Nope, we didn't. What is that one right there? Shared strength on a red tile? I thought it made it on yellows. Must have accidentally... I don't know. Okay, so if something strong is going to happen to me, it's going to hit my blue AP. I think X-23 should get it because my whole plan does not revolve around her. So, go ahead. He cast Sleight of Hand? He had a chance to do Immortals purple and punishing all my AP, and he cast Sleight of Hand? I mean, it does damage to the enemy team, but it's not nearly as much as you could have done otherwise. Okay, I don't look a gift horse in the mouth, I guess, is the lesson here. Could have been a lot worse. I have a couple of repeaters that are going to go down next turn. What if I prepare that black and do this again? I think that sounds like a valid idea. Take the blue into black, so that way less blue for them to grab. The blue is scary, I'm telling you. So now I can do this again. Okay, Star-Lord's like dead. We could just like finish him and not worry about him ever again, right? Yeah, we could just match it and be done. Is there a certain color I really want? I think the yellow. That's another Divine Heritage match, right? So now we don't have to worry about Star-Lord's passive anymore. That's really awesome. We still have 2 of these shared strengths out there. That's enough to get by. We don't need to worry about that anymore. We could just do this to create more protects and heal teammates. I don't think we really need the healing yet. We're actually doing pretty decent health-wise. So I guess we just keep trucking. Take the black into red. It's going to match away one of my shared strengths, but I'm actually not too worried about it right now. That's probably a good trade. Take the red AP. Ooh, they got purple again. Ooh, boy. So, hit him with this first, right? Oh, so close to killing him. So close. How much red do I have? Not enough to do anything fun. That's not going to do anything fun. What if... Do I just cast Shared Strength again right now? Because we only got the 1 tile left now. I kind of don't want to lose the buff, right? I feel like that's kind of important. And if they do something to that tile, that's going to suck. So, yeah. Let's put another one out there. It's 10 purple. Yeah, he's got me. He's got me with that. So I have 15 blue. Yikes. Someone's going to feel that. Let's make sure X23 feels that one. We'll do it like this, so that way she could heal a little bit before she gets hit, right? Boop. Oh, wow. That was not nearly as damaging as I expected it to be. I thought it was going to just clock me and be done. Oh, well. Just, you know, brush that off right there. Okay, cool. Seriously, though, like, why didn't that kill? I thought that was, like, going to be dead. 2,708 damage for each AP in the enemy's highest color AP pool. I had 15, so... Okay, the math checks out. The maths. That wasn't that bad. I expected that to be a lot worse. Well, shoot. We should just, like, finish them, right? Boop. The hits don't carry over? Are you kidding me? No! Okay, so I expected it to be dead because deal 7,210 damage plus shared strength, right? Okay. And then to an enemy a number of times equal to the times you've matched yellows this match. So it's hits, it's extra hits, right? So I expected, like, you know, a few hits on Thing and then a few hits on Mordo, it's done. But it looks like it just spends all the hits on your target. It doesn't, if your target dies during the hits, it doesn't carry over the hits to the next person. That's kind of a shame. That's like something that's really fun about multi-hit characters like Apocalypse with his red. Or, well, shoot, anyone that does multi-hits usually carries over. This one didn't seem to do that. That's a big shame. Oh well. We'll just do like this. We'll use this purple to finish it off. That's a lot of protects. Yeah, wow. That's actually really good for 5 purple. 32,000 damage, then convert 2 enemy special tiles to yellow, and then deal almost 8,000 damage, ignoring projectiles per tile converted. I know he's God boosted, but Jesus. Okay. I'm not saying it was a shoo-in. It was definitely had scary moments. I definitely played my matches conservatively. But no one died. No one even got half health. Well, maybe after that one Mordo cast near the end. But everyone was really good. I don't know. Apocalypse didn't do too bad with it. You just have to play smartly. You could do something a lot safer, though. Like Mark was saying. Stun Thing or Star-Lord or both. And it's a much easier time. Using people with easy stuns is a great way to get through that match. Abusing Mantis, matching enemy tiles, for example. Like, you could always trigger Thing with a nice big hit on someone else, like a Star-Lord or Mordo. Thing jumps up, makes some enemy projectiles, right? Then Mantis is matching them, and all of a sudden you have stunned people on the board. It's awesome. It's just one example. Or if you could hide behind your X23, pull out like 4-star Gamora. She can stun 2 people for just for 6 blue. Easy stuff. Anyways, there's plenty of ways to go about it, but If you have any trouble with it, don't be shy. Send me a message, either on YouTube Live, YouTube here, Twitch, Facebook Messenger if you want. Name is the same everywhere. I don't mind answering, and I'll try to help you out with what roster you got. Anyways, let's move forward. Ready for anything. This is the fun one. When I say the fun one, it means I'm going to go backwards, turn on the animation, because you get to see everything fly on this one. Everything's unlocked. Nothing, it's no holds barred. Welcome to Shield. Click clack over here. We got to use our loners. Lindley and Karnak and X23. So, should be easy enough, right? It always is. This is the one you don't lose. If you get to this point, you don't lose it. You just kind of watch people throw out powers willy-nilly and have like a power fantasy. So, let's smack this fake Doom in the face like this. Boom. Da-doop, da-doop. I don't think there's any reason to keep this bot around. Seems pointless, right? So we'll just do this. Give me a yellow match. Let's get some protects out there. It's the whole point of these abilities. And Karnak's going to go crazy in a moment too, as Karnak does. Mark, you out of here? Okay, man. Good night, sir. No. Okay. Was that no, like you like changed your mind? You're like coming back around? Look at that. I just want to put out there, X23 is loner X23 at level 550, but Karnak, after 4 turns, like has 5-star damage that rivals it in cases. Like his red is stronger than X23's red right now. That's so good. Just, you know, let's keep that in mind, how good Karnak still is to this day. Good to see you still here, Mark. We got 2 enemy tiles. What's this gonna do? 8,000. I guess we could finish him now. No, that's gonna do too much damage because it's gonna do damage on the tiles I convert to. Let's wait for the next wave. Wait for the next wave of good stuff. There we go. That's one wave down. I kind of want to use X23's red. I'm just saying. Like, it's kind of fun. When you use it, it uses 5 red. And then you lose 1 red per turn. But she gets, like, a bunch more match damage. 110% increased damage. 90% increased effect from strike tiles, which I don't have any. And then, you know, drain 2 red to create 1 strike tile. Yikes. Might need a little more red to get some sort of bang for your buck out of that. Probably. Okay, let's get a little red here. And this green will give me another red. Okay, now we got something. We got 12 red. Let's play around with it now. Let's go throw this out here. There we go. Let's let 1 turn go by so we get the strikes, then it doubles the power of it because Scarlet Storm is active, right? Right. I knew you'd understand. You get along. You get along with me really well. And okay, this stupid bots are here. Ugh. No one likes these. Okay. So now we got that. Let's look at this green. Deal 2 hits of 17,000 damage to the target. Then, if possible, 9,600 damage to a second, and 8,000 to a third. That sounds like fun to me. We'll just do this. Snicked. Bye-byes. And I mean, do I just use this Karnak blue right now? It feels like that's overkill. It probably is overkill. I don't need to do all that. Let's let's do this. I'll match away my strike, but she'll just make another one next turn. There we go. And then we'll just do this again. Snicked. That's pretty darn good. Of course, that's what this node is all about, though. It's just kind of showing off the loner characters, having fun with it. So these guys are here. Oh, they didn't give me Iron Fist yet? Lame. Well, I can get rid of some of these, right? Maybe? Get rid of one of them. There we go. Now this guy's here. We can get rid of him with a probing strike. That didn't last long. Bye, Iron Fist. And then we've cast enough yellows. Let's do the shards. No animation still. How ridiculous is that? Still no animations. Why? We've seen other characters on all these animations, and he's just like, nope. You get to imagine what it would look like. Oh well. But there we go. We got through Welcome to S.H.I.E.L.D. for Iron Fist, Lin Lee Iron Fist. And it wasn't too bad after all, honestly. Just make use of the fact that he creates free projectiles, and they're decently strong projectiles. He's got a really good purple cheap nuke. And his red does multi-hits if you really want to stack on some stuff. I highly advise using that with someone who can boost strength. I was trying to do that with Apocalypse a little bit. Didn't get enough red to really abuse it too much. But it worked last time. We were on Monday with Okoye's Wakanda Forever. It would also work with strike tiles, obviously. So if you want to make use of that. I don't see this one being much of a problem as long as you just kind of manage his abilities and, of course, stun the idiots in your way that are too much to handle. All right. That's about it for me here. I got things to do, dinner to eat, kids to hang around with. Thank you very much for joining me, Mark, on YouTube, and Matt, you as well, and John at the supermarket over at the Twitch side. Thank you very much for all your support as always, and I'll see you guys really, really soon because we have Boss tomorrow. Sinister 6? Yeah, Sinister 6 tomorrow, guys. Get ready to support your alliance, and also Puzzle Gauntlet. So, this weekend I'll be back on maybe Sunday or Monday. We'll go through the Puzzle Gauntlet together. Thanks again. See y'all later. Good night.